Well, good evening, MMA UFC fans. Sweet Pete MMA here. I'm just doing a short segment right before the fights. They're coming on in about 10 minutes. What I want to do is show you how I pick my winners and losers. This is going to be an avenue, kind of a platform for individuals if they like what they see to use my knowledge and my picks for betting purposes. I, in the past, have had pretty good luck, and I'm going to show you that right now. Before I begin, I just want to state, if you do have a gambling issue, I do not condone any gambling whatsoever, and please do not bet if you have a gambling problem. I am pretty sure that addiction, regardless of the legality of it, is one of the worst. Moving on, we have a past fight back in February, a Sunset versus Moraes. I can never say it properly. I don't think anyone really can. But this is how EA Sports 3 on Xbox One as well as PS4. This is an option called the UFC Live Events, and this option you can pick the fights, pick your fighter, and pick the round and see what happens, and then it gives you the results. So it's a good way to keep track of your picks and see how you've done. So I went all the way back here because this was probably the best pick I had. It was a perfect pick. So let's start here. I clicked on it here, and you see all the major fights here. We got a Sunset versus Moraes, and I picked Moraes submission round 1, as you can see right there, right in the dead center. And if you click on that, it shows you a few different things. So I picked Moraes by decision in the 5th round, and he won by submission round 1. There is a bar showing you what others have chosen and the percentages. 72% of the people picking chose Moraes as well. In the Aldo versus Moicano fight, again, another Brazilian last name that's difficult to pronounce. I picked Aldo, and I picked him TKO round 1, which was pretty close. He won TKO or KO round 2. And then there was Maya versus Good. Don't even remember this fight. I assume I would have just picked Maya submission. The guys that are shadowed out here, that's because they aren't in the game. Let's see what happened. Clicking here, Maya won. I picked Maya submission round 2, and it was round 1. The Oliveira versus Tamer fight, I picked Oliveira submission round 1. It looks like took him 2. So Maya and Oliveira here. If I would have swapped that, that would have been fantastic. Then we have Alves versus Griffin. We all know Alves Thiago is a veteran, so I picked him. I went with him TKO or KO round 2. I thought his leg kicks, his Muay Thai would be perfect against Griffin. I typically do a little bit of research. I look at Fight Metric. I look at Sharedog, and I'll look at their opponents if I'm not familiar with the fighter. For instance, Griffin is a perfect example. According to the fellow gamers here, 70% picked Alves, which lately he's been a 50-50 fighter at best. So that's how it works. Here's another one. The next one, the Whitaker Gastelum. So this is how it went down. Let's start off with Crute versus Olive. I picked Crute probably by decision, and see, I got Crute correct in green. However, he won round 1. The Adesanya versus Anderson Silva, I picked Adesanya TKO round 2, and I got it right again. However, it was decision round 3. I got this one wrong. I picked Ishihara decision round 3, and as we can see, it was a submission round 1 for Kang. And this fight never happened, so I'm not sure what happened here. But I'll take it. Someone must have dropped out here. Show you a couple more here, and then I'm going to give you my picks for the fights tonight. Let's go to the Till Masvidal one. This one was something I knew. I knew Masvidal was going to TKO or KO Till. Till is a 6 foot plus, massive welterweight. Masvidal is under the radar, but he is a tactician. I apologize, and he is a very good fighter. As you all know, he's fighting for the BMF, baddest motherfucker belt that they just made. That is better looking than the UFC belt, against Nathan Diaz coming out. That's going to be a good one. I certainly would pick Masvidal, and I promise you that's who will win. So, as the odds haven't came out yet, as far as I've seen, I promise you, if you want to make some money, I guarantee you Masvidal will wipe the floor with that twig west side gangster from California, Nate Diaz. Yeah, he's a good fighter, hands down, but he's a wankster, and he's gonna get his ass whooped by George Masvidal, aka 3-piece in a soda. So I picked Masvidal round 4, got the TKO and the pick. It was round 2. Here I picked not Roy Nelson. Sorry, I picked the Icelandic welterweight himself over Edwards. Not knowing much about Edwards, probably at the time. However, I did my research, knowing Edwards is a phenomenal fighter. However, I thought Nelson, just like he did to the Brazilian Cowboy there at 170, using his grappling, I thought he'd be able just to get a hold of him, get position, and maybe a submission. Let's see what I did. I did submission round 2, and I was wrong. Edwards took him out. He took him out by decision. We've got Ozdemir versus Reyes. This was a pick. I got lucky. I picked Reyes, who should have won and should have performed better. He's a large light heavyweight. Ozdemir is a great fighter, great stand-up fighter. His ground game sucks. Light heavyweight, I don't want to call him a journeyman. These guys are all tremendous athletes. However, just doesn't have the quick twitch muscles. He's not fast, strong, explosive enough to be a young, large Reyes, who appears to be just a slow twitch after watching this fight. So I got the pick right. It was a decision where Ozdemir got robbed, but I still did get it right. So the last one was 5 out of 5. This one's 4 out of 5. Couple of no-namers here. I got the pick with, I don't know how to pronounce it again. Duffy lost. There we go. And then Allen, he's a great fighter. He just fought one of Nate Diaz's teammates. I picked him by decision, or TKO round 1. He won the decision, 4 or 5. The Pettis Wonderboy won. So I got 3 out of 4. Pretty good. You can't complain about that. Randall Marcos, she's Canadian. Angela Hill, I picked decision. I thought she would just nudge it. However, she won round 1 submission. But there you go. Hill, she just can't put it together. She's a phenomenal fighter. I don't know what's going on. Formiga won by decision round 3. I picked him. As you can see, checked over Figueiredo. I got a perfect pick here. Formiga decision round 3. Blades, I think he's ranked 4th now, heavyweight division. Willis is a Roy Nelson lookalike, but the black version, I suppose. He is not a great heavyweight. He is good. He, I think, has been since dropped from the UFC. He was re-signed, talked a lot. First time you've ever seen Blades emotional. And Willis, the under height anyways, overweight, out of shape, talking. If it was a talking fight, he'd be awesome. Other than that, he's pretty bad. He, as predicted, got his ass whooped by Curtis Blades. I don't see how that fight could have gone any other way. I picked Blades, finishing him via kill, elbows, just demolishing him. But yeah, Willis survived, and it was a decision win. This fight, I got wrong. Pettis versus Thompson. A large, long karate background. Stephen Thompson. I picked Stephen Thompson, KO TKO round 4, as you know if you're not an MMA fan. Pettis fades. He's also a probably smaller lightweight versus Thompson, a larger welterweight. However, Pettis, in his stunning and agile fashion, did this cage jumping, flying, Superman punch / hook, and he cranked him in the face, knocking him out. First time to ever knock out Thompson in the UFC, I think ever to be knocked out in his 100+ combat sport professional competitions, and it was in round 2.